Hi and welcome to Budget Model Railways. I hope the sound comes out all right. I'm outside at the moment as it's sunny. Doug's doing jobs in the cabin and neighbours and things, so if you get some noises off you'll know where they're coming from. So I just wanted to give you a quick update on some of the progress scenically since the last video, which was really just track. So there's actually quite a bit. So the main area is down here, which is I've added a little stream to add some interest. That was really simple. All I did was chisel out the chipboard, left it as it was, filled it full of a gunk made from gloss blue paint, acrylic gloss varnish. These are all Revell Just Model acrylic paints, and brown. And when that dried, I put some loose ballast on to look like pebbles, rocks, and then just filled it full of yacht varnish. Just Wilko's cheap yacht varnish. Gives exactly the same effect as some of the very, very expensive railway products, but obviously at a fraction of the price. And then the grass was just done in the usual way that I do. PVA, followed by scatter. When that's not quite dry, water moisture from a vaporizer, PVA and water mix, and then static grass just from a puffer bottle on top of that. So I've done that one, and I've done the hill around the cottages there, and then I just blend the track in using a bit of loose ballast. The other bit of scenery that I did yesterday, which is the rock face on the back, that's really simple. That's just this black packaging material that various things come in. It's much easier and less messy to work with than polystyrene. It's then Wickes' ready mix filler, just put on very roughly. When it's dry, you paint it with grey emulsion, black wash, dry brush, and that then comes out looking like that, which I'm quite pleased with. And then again the grass done in the same way, and exactly the same again, some ballast just to blend it in. Platform's coming along. I'm going to have a platform shelter there, and then this corner I was going to do some work on, but I left it to show you the sort of kind of ramshackle way you can make scenery. So this is just chunks of cardboard, blocks of foam, offcuts. I've got the road there just on a piece of card with supports underneath. When that's done, that will look to that sort of standard. You really don't need to be using timber, chicken mesh, all this complicated stuff. This is just offcuts of foam, cardboard, that sort of thing. Different levels. I don't plan it over much, and that will come off there quite nicely. I also needed a signal box, couldn't really afford the Faller one, which I rather liked. So the nice thing about the Gagemaster buildings is you have windows left over. So using those and some cardboard, I built this little shed that I had in my spares box off the back. So that's just made out of cardboard with the windows and door plastic from leftover kit, weathered a bit, and I'm more than pleased with that. I wasn't sure about scratch building buildings in Engage, but actually if you've got the windows and doors it's not too bad. So that then will look really nice in the scene with the other buildings, which are all a very similar look. A little bit of advice, worth covering all your points with masking tape while you're doing your scenery. Does stop ballast and scatter and that sort of thing getting in your points and causing problems. So quite a bit of progress, quite a lot still to do, but it's all planned. I find that layouts stall for me when I've got stuck on an idea of what to do in a particular area. All the time I know what I'm going to do. I don't mind how long it takes. When I know that I'm going to have a transformer here and a bit of a rise, a bush, I know where the station and the houses are going, I know where the road's going, I've got all the buildings pre-planned for in here. I haven't put them on here, you saw them in the last video, but in the next one then I'll show you a bit more progress in buildings. And obviously I can't remember if I showed this in the last video, so I'll show it again, but this is Doug wired up some DPTD switches onto the Kato points for me, so I've got my controller in there and my control board. Much cheaper than buying the Kato point motors. If I'm repeating myself on that, sorry, excuse me. I should have checked before I started. But there we go. Quite a bit of progress, coming along quite well. Thank you for watching. If you're having a look at my eBay channel, MPO-MICH, I am continuing to clear quite a lot of my 00, so worth having a look at that. Thanks as always for watching.